Okay, so for your first project, you're going to do a element of design poster. But before you start that, you're going to review the clip about your elements of design poster that you did last year so that you kind of have an idea, a refresher on each of the elements. And if you remember, once you review it, you'll go through each of the elements and it'll kind of give you an example of what each one of them is. So that you'll do first. Then once you've reviewed that clip, then you'll go back in and we'll start your poster. So what you're doing is you're going to be doing a poster that basically describes one element. So like this is a poster for texture. You're going to have the term with the definition in your poster. You're going to have a composed drawing that contains an example of the element. So this is texture, and you know how porcupines are prickly, so they have a prickly texture. You're going to have the element, not only the term in the picture, but then you're going to have the term and the definition listed kind of in a frame around the edge. You're going to have 8 example words that describe that element. So here's some for texture. Then you're going to color it using the correct shading techniques that we learned last year. See how they go in and they've done some shading with different colors of brown to give it that look of being three-dimensional. Here's another example. It can be horizontal or it can be vertical. This one is actually done with pattern, which is actually not a, it's a principal design, but it's the same concept. This one, you have the frame's kind of a little different. They work the frame to kind of go around the snake. See how the frame is framed in there. It has the term with the definition. It has some examples like pattern, has spirals or waves. It can be symmetric. It can be a tessellation like Escher. They have the example itself, the texture of the snake, the pattern. You have the pattern here. It's colored. They've went in and they've done some levels of shading, so it's not flat. They've gone in and made it look like it's three-dimensional. So again, you're going to do a element drawing that can be either vertical or horizontal. You're going to view first the clip that goes over our last year's poster, so you have an idea of what the elements are. It kind of goes over them again. You will use your elements of design sheet that gives you each of these. I will have assigned you each one of these, so when it comes time for you to do this poster, I will give you which one you are to do. This gives you the form and the definition, and then you will go from there.